I-5 is shut down. It's an Amazon truck. So dangerous. Oh yeah, lost their load across the... Yeah, they had to get... Ooh, what a mess. Holy crap. That was a big mess. I wonder why it was closed for a couple hours. Okay, so you can see we made it to the show. We went up and did our warm-up in the ring familiarization and walked back down to the barn. Took baby horse out many times, Oreo. And he was taking everything in, was very overwhelmed, but he was very calm. Well, he didn't want to move, but he was very good overall. He didn't do anything bad. And then we had our first class on Saturday. So this is our equitation class. There's 2 of us in this class, and you start out at rising trot, and then she tells you to do sitting trot, and then canter, and then canter across the diagonal, change rein through trot, and then back to your trot, either sitting or rising. Then she had us do medium walk, and then we went to a free walk, and then back to the trotting on the other side, on the other rein, back to rising trot, sitting trot, canter, and you'll see all that here in these clips. And it was just the 2 of us. Neither one of us have ever done it before, so we didn't really know what the expectation was. And then when you're done with the class, you line up. And then she came out of the booth, and then she came to each one of us and talked about some things that we needed to change. And with me, she wanted me to shorten the reins, lengthen my arms, sit a little bit better with my legs underneath me a bit better. So basically my posture stuff. You know, I know how CLA is. And then we have the rest of our day of watching stuff. Well, we have a show day video going on, and there's a 4th level 1 going on behind me, and they're having their coach read the test to them. Okay, so then later in the afternoon I came back for my second test. This is my actual test. This is second level test 1. He was crooked, a little wobbly on the entry. The halt was okay. I kept him on the contact, so that was good. Then we track left, and then we do our medium, which is just a quickening. Nobody likes this medium. It's not really developed very well. He's just not strong enough for it. The shoulder ends I was very unhappy with. He was just so stiff because I shortened those reins and I was riding a little different, and he's so sensitive to that stuff. So yeah, I just could not get him to do those the way we've been doing it at home in practice. So that was kind of a bummer, but whatever. The halt and rein backs were much improved. So I just started, you know, hey, I did this better, that better, and just, you know, took the wins where I had them. The halt and rein back was quite nice, good steps backwards. The canter transition, he was a bit bracy, his head was up, which is not ideal, and he was crooked down the long side. But this diagonal to the trot walk, which we've been practicing for 2 weeks, he did this one really well, well for him. And this is the one we were struggling with, which was the first one. So I was like, oh, he actually did it. That's great. And then we went to do the walk to the second canter, and he's disunited. So I had to pull him back and then start it again, because at F, that's where the medium canter starts. So we had already blown to the transition and then that. And then across the diagonal the second time, he popped a lead change. Whatever. What are you going to do? So that was a bummer. And then, of course, our final halt and salute was pretty square and pretty good, and I kept him on the contact, so that was good. I was happy with that. The party cart has already come by. They're Venmoing. They're doing raffle tickets. Hey, Kaylee, I need some B-roll. Yeah, don't bite the B-roll.
Would you like some raffle tickets?
Well, you know we're going to do the raffle tickets.
We have 1 for 10, 3 for 25. We're ready. We're here.
Oh, I guess we'll do 3 for 25. Uh-oh. We have abuse happening back here. I don't know.
Camera on.
Here's some abuse.
Thank you.
We have raffle abuse.
All right.
Bye. Oh, that's for the party. Dinner and a show.
I fully support this chicken.
Oh my god. I don't even think they've drinking yet. Okay, so then after the party the night before, that was interesting. The next morning we had our equitation class. This time I was in it by myself. It was the same judge, Janet Foy, the Olympic judge. And she had me come in, same thing, rising trot, sitting trot, canter. I tried to really make sure that I was shortening my reins, keeping my posture correct, loosening my back for the sitting trot, really trying to focus on the things that she had told me to improve on the day before, because I wanted to make sure that she sees that I listened to her input. And then at the end, she said, yes, I improved. She was happier with the way I was riding, and I got a 70%, so that was pretty good. And then on to our test later that afternoon. This is a different judge. This is Lilo. So his entry was a little better. The halt was pretty good. But the shoulder ends again were just abysmal. So it's really unfortunate, but you know that's what happens when he gets very tense. He gets very difficult to ride. But the halt and rein backs were very good. He wasn't bracing, he wasn't pushing against the rein, so I was really happy about that. He was pretty square, so he was trying. He was doing it, you know, he was stressed, but he was trying. And then, of course, we had our walks, and then our canter. Again, he's up, he's bracing. He was crooked down the long side again, because when he's tight and he's like that, it's very difficult to ride. I did leave in the circles, the 10-meter circles this time, because they were pretty decent, so you can see that he was able to do some of the elements fairly well. And then this is our first diagonal to the trot, and he was getting a little steppy. I was getting a little worried, but I got him to shoulder 4, and I got him to the trot and to the walk. So that first diagonal, even though he struggled with that the most, he did pretty well. And then again, we blew apart on the second canter. You can see here he's on the wrong lead. I had to pull him back. And then I had to start him again. He's a little disunited, and I think he was disunited the whole way down, so we lost that whole element. And this is the second diagonal. Popped another lead change. And he's popping the lead change when I'm trying to push his haunches to the fence. That's what that is. It's for the counter canter. And then he finishes up fairly decently. So that was our second test. Okay, so how did we do at the show? Well, we got a second in our equitation class the first day, because there was 2 of us in there. I got a 65%. On Sunday, I was in there by myself, so I got first place, but I got a 70%, which apparently is a qualifier or something. I don't know, something to do with equitation, but never done it before, so I did it to help me, and I think it helped a bit. As far as our pony club classes, we got third. There was 3 of us in the class each day, and all 3 of us had trouble. So there was no love for the ponies, and our scores were abysmal, all of us. But you know, what are you going to do? It's, you know, we were there to support the pony club. They didn't have special ribbons this year, so that was kind of a disappointment. Last year they had special ribbons for the pony classes, and there was a lot more kids there last year than there was this year. I think this year it was kind of like a last-minute deal, possibly. And there was also a judging, the judging class was there scoring some of the rides on Saturday. So there was a bunch of people in the, you know, trying to become judges that were there as well. So that was interesting. So it was a small, well, not a tiny show, but it was a smaller type show, numbers-wise. But I think a lot of that is just because a lot of people just didn't know that it was going to go ahead. until, you know, late in the day. Like me, I didn't know about it till 2 weeks ago. So anyway, that was the weekend show. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed, you know, this kind of voiceover, kind of me talking you through the tests and everything. And if you like the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. As always, hit the subscribe button down below. It helps the channel. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and it's very important to subscribe to the channel so that you help the channel grow. And ding the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, you know, that we post. We post shorts and then long format, so you don't want to miss them. Some of them are really funny, and you want to make sure that you check those out. And then we have educational ones as well. But anyway, thanks for coming, and I hope you made it this far, and thanks for watching. Until the next time.